Welcome to this overview of our wellness strategy. I'm Peter Headley, Director of Support Services at the U of S and the co-chair of the Wellness Strategy team. And in case you're wondering, yes, I have read all of those books behind me. This is Raylene Bliss, the U of S Senior Wellness Specialist and my WST co-chair. First off, I'd like to thank you for being here and offering your time, energy and expertise in this important work. I wanted to start off by explaining a little bit about the past, present and future and the who's, what's, why's, how's and when's of the project. And if everyone's sitting comfortably, let's begin. Over the past few years, there's been a growing recognition and awareness that student health and wellness was an issue on campuses, both nationally and internationally. Survey data, statistics and research pointed to an increased awareness for a need for a much more comprehensive approach to address the issues being identified. Our own statistics and data indicated that the U of S was not immune to these trends either. The concept of a wellness strategy has been developing for a number of years at the U of S. The foundational work stems from the work that came out of the SESD Third Integrated Plan. A Healthy Campus Committee was established in 2012 and the goals were laid out and evolved each year. And these were the objectives. Given that it was initially an SESD initiative, the committee primarily focused on student wellness. And with mental health being the number one risk for both employees and students, it became natural for the Healthy Campus Committee to expand its focus to include faculty and staff. One objective of the Healthy Campus Committee was to create a framework and visual model to communicate the focus of their work. Healthy Campus, through Student Health Services, partnered with public health students, and the public health students analysed various wellness dimensions and models being used at other universities in Canada and the US. They also held focus groups on campus to obtain feedback and consulted with various stakeholders. This resulted in the development of this visual that you can see, the 8 dimensions of wellness. The visual illustrates the holistic approach to wellness. The circle represents wholeness that is made up of interdependent parts, which is physical, emotional, social, spiritual, environmental, financial, intellectual, and occupational wellness. There are causal connections between the dimensions, so when someone's emotional well-being is affected, for example, it will have an impact upon the other dimensions. Where and when did the wellness strategy begin? Based upon the Healthy Campus work, in December 2015, we began to review our approach to supporting comprehensive wellness at the University of Saskatchewan. In spring of 2016, a formal wellness partnership between Human Resources Division and the Office of the Vice Provost Teaching and Learning was established. The aim of the wellness partnership is to create an environment that promotes the well-being for all who study, live, visit or work at all of our campuses. In terms of the wellness principles, the first one is to embody a whole campus approach and that we have shared responsibility amongst all campus stakeholders. Also, that it includes the provision of support to faculty, staff and students to achieve their full wellness potential. The third principle is that wellness requires a holistic, multidimensional approach to living that promotes being well in all areas of life. And finally, wellness is unique to each individual and involves a dynamic process that changes with every new experience. The objectives of the wellness strategy are to raise awareness, increase health knowledge and opportunities to learn new skills, provide opportunities and a supportive environment to foster positive lifestyle changes, support diversity and different approaches to various dimensions of wellness, to improve employee and student morale, engagement and productivity, improve employee and student recruitment and retention, increase ability to cope with psychological health issues, as well as reduce risk of chronic disease. In terms of short-term objectives of the wellness strategy, the first is to provide health resources, the second to support the 8 dimensions of health, and finally to support the diversity in health. The longer-term objectives are number 1, to assess the effectiveness of support for health, the second to assess effectiveness of support for diversity, the third to improve all aspects of health and reduce chronic disease, the fourth to increase healthier behaviours, the fifth to increase the awareness of health skills and behaviours, the sixth to improve recruitment and retention, and the final one to increase morale, engagement and productivity. So how is this work being organised? The executive sponsors are Patty McDougall, Vice Provost of Teaching and Learning, and Cheryl Carver, the AVP of Human Resources Division. Now they lead the University of Saskatchewan's wellness strategies initiatives. The Wellness Strategy team, which Raylene and I co-chair, works collaboratively with them to develop and implement and evaluate the organisational wellness strategies. The Wellness Leadership Advisory team also provides their insight and guidance to the Wellness Strategy team on wellness strategies, initiatives and recommendations. So the Wellness Strategy team then breaks down into 3 separate areas on specific initiatives and involving experts in those areas. So breaking out from the Wellness Strategy team, there are 3 subcommittees. So the Healthy Mind, healthy body, and healthy life. And as the wellness strategy rolls out, it's anticipated that the wellness network will expand to include health champions, who will inform the rest of campus about programs and resources and encourage other people to take advantage of these resources and champion the creation of a healthy campus culture. In terms of the timelines for this project, as mentioned, the Healthy Campus group worked between 2012 and 2015. The Wellness Partnership was signed early in 2016. The Wellness Strategy team met for the first time in June 2016. At this stage, the Wellness Strategy work is fully commenced, and the Healthy Mind Committee, Healthy Body and Healthy Life teams will be meeting. We're looking to have a draft of the Wellness Strategy by the spring of 2017, with an implementation around the fall of 2017. But this work will be going on for a number of years, up into and including the beginning of 2019, where we'll look to have the strategy fully implemented. So has the framework evolved at all? Well, it has in a number of ways, and this has been influenced by discussions involving the Wellness Strategy team, the Wellness Leadership Advisory team, our executive sponsors, students and employees, members of the University Senate, and the Student Forum. We've also done a review of best practice literature, as well as talked to other U15 schools about the work that they're doing. After lengthy discussions and analysis of what we'd learned, we revised our framework and arrived at a new model, which identified 3 primary areas of focus. Let's start with healthy mind. The idea of the healthy mind is that it provides an emotional energy and clarity to approach and manage life with optimism and resilience. A healthy mind contributes to the prevention or better management of mental health issues. Secondly, a healthy body provides the physical energy and endurance to fulfill life's daily requirements and reach personal goals. A healthy body contributes to the prevention or better management of physical illness. Finally, a healthy life provides the knowledge, ability and opportunity to interact with the world with increased confidence, security and stewardship. A healthy life contributes to a healthy mind and body. Overlap exists between the 3 elements, and that was certainly the intention of the visual to demonstrate that. However, focusing on elements individually ensures a methodical approach to evaluate and support each element and the dimensions that drive them. This process ensures that we're building a foundation to support wellness in a comprehensive, systematic and sustainable way. For the main focus of implementing the strategy, we're looking at 3 key areas: promotion, prevention and intervention. In terms of promotion, we want to ensure that we maintain a supportive structure, we foster a supportive, inclusive climate and environment, as well as raise awareness of health issues. From a prevention perspective, we want to equip the community to identify and respond early to those at risk, as well as develop self-management competencies and coping strategies. In terms of intervention, we want to provide accessible services and provide members of community with supports who are in crisis. The reason why promotion is larger is we recognise at the moment we have quite a reactive model where there's a lot of work going into intervention measures. However, we'd like to shift that so that we do more work in terms of promotions and preventions. The objective of the framework and overall outcome of this work is to support optimal health and well-being of all members of our campus communities. For updates, be sure to check out our Wellness Strategy website. All the very best for an engaging and productive day. I'm off to do 5 laps around the bowl, followed by a spinach and avocado smoothie and a kale salad. Delicious! Bum, 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 bum.